former Vice President Kamala Harris is stepping back into the public spotlight, poised to deliver a forceful denunciation of Donald Trump's administration in her first major address since leaving office. This reemergence marks a significant shift, signaling Harris's intent to actively engage in the national political discourse. Harris's return to public life coincides with the day after Trump's 100th day back in office, a symbolic milestone often used to assess a president's early performance. Her platform for this re-entry is a San Francisco event organized to encourage women to pursue political office, a fitting venue given her own history and advocacy for women's leadership. This speech is not a one-off. Sources close to Harris indicate that it will be the first in a series of public appearances where she directly confronts the Trump administration's policies and actions. Adding to her upcoming schedule, she is also slated to attend a Democratic National Committee fundraiser in New York City next week, further solidifying her return to the political stage. While the exact language of her address remains to be seen, insiders suggest that Harris will deliver a pointed critique of the current administration's direction. However, whether she will directly name President Trump in her criticisms remains uncertain. She will reflect on the enduring promise of America and issue a call to action in the face of reckless economic policies and the urgent and escalating crisis facing America's institutions and global leadership, a source familiar with the speech's contents revealed. This statement indicates a broad and sweeping condemnation of the administration's approach to governance, encompassing both domestic and international concerns. Since leaving office, Harris has maintained a relatively low public profile, making only a few appearances and notably avoiding direct confrontation with her former political rival. This period of relative silence, as described by insiders, was intended to allow the new administration to get its sea legs, adhering to a tradition of giving incoming leaders space to establish themselves. However, this period of restraint is now ending, as Harris is reportedly keenly aware of the unfolding political landscape and is prepared to voice her concerns. Moving forward, the former vice president is expected to call it as she sees it, the source emphasized, indicating a more assertive and critical stance from Harris in her future public engagements. Adding another layer of political intrigue is the ongoing speculation about Harris's potential run for governor of California in 2026. Reports from the New York Times suggest that she has given herself until the end of the summer to make a final decision on this matter. Her re-entry into the national spotlight could be interpreted as a strategic move to maintain her political relevance and influence, regardless of her gubernatorial aspirations. In her speech, Harris is also expected to commend those who have publicly spoken out against Trump, a significant departure from her previous reluctance to engage in direct criticism. This shift in tone aligns with recent calls for increased Democratic resistance, such as Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker's appeal for widespread opposition in a speech delivered just days prior. She will expand upon her theme of courage is contagious and celebrate the many Americans exhibiting courage and remaining vocal and vigilant, the source added, highlighting the speech's intended message of empowerment and encouragement for political activism. The venue for her speech, Emerge, holds personal significance for Harris. The organization, which is the largest network of elected women officials and candidates in the U.S., grew out of her own experience running for District Attorney of San Francisco in 2003, making it a fitting platform for her return to the political stage. Harris's reemergence comes at a time when Trump's approval rating is experiencing a significant decline as he approaches his 100th day back in office. At 41%, his approval rating is reportedly the lowest of any president at this stage in decades, according to CNN. This context adds weight to Harris's criticisms and underscores the potential for her voice to resonate with a public increasingly disillusioned with the current administration. During the 2024 campaign, Trump frequently launched personal attacks against Harris, questioning her intelligence and labeling her low IQ and lazy. In his first 100 days back in office, he has continued to deflect blame for various challenges, from persistent inflation to illegal immigration, placing the onus on the previous Biden administration. As Kamala Harris re-enters the political arena with a renewed sense of purpose and a sharp critique of Trump's policies, the nation watches to see how her voice will shape the evolving political landscape. What do you think? Share your comments with us, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you for watching.